Hello, welcome back. We are going to go through another dream for Etherfields. We're a couple dreams in. If you have not seen the original campaign, please make sure you go check that out at Co-op for Two, where they played the entire first campaign from start to finish, or you have already played it yourself. If either of those is true, feel free to carry on. We're a couple dreams into this. I did have a mishap with my SD card. I lost the footage from the Sky Dream, the School Dream, and several slumbers in a third session. So there's 3 sessions that were missing. This is actually session 4, but it'll be episode 2 because I somehow deleted all of that footage. So we did not get any kind of special items in any of those dreams, so it's not a huge deal. You just won't get to see those 2 dreams. The slumbers are not a big deal at all. Nothing unusual with those. We are going to pick up from there, though. We are starting off with 6 cards in our progress cards area up here, one of which gives us an extra card in our hand. And then we also have our devotion mask. So we actually have a hand size of 9 with our 6 progress cards. And then we have all the valuable things, which increases our progress cards by 1 more. So we can actually put out a 7th progress card. That's really nice. We have our blue box if we want to draw 2 extra cards. And then we have the journal, so we can seal a card to unflip all of our progress cards if we need to. Again, this is going to be full of spoilers, so hopefully you are all caught up. We're working with our horizontal playmat and our 3D printed bins. We have our penguin and cat companions. We have our locker and box night friends that we have found along the way. The penguin has his own deck. We have used him in a couple of dreams, so we're going to take the next card off the top of his deck. He comes out for 6 green or 1 ether, and again, my house rule is 3 green instead of 6 because I think he's too expensive. And his ability this time, if he's in whatever space he's in is always light, and then we can of course move him with green intent as always, and he's treated as another dreamer as always. So that is our penguin. We do also still have our toxins. We have our 1 silver key we've gained so far, and our special movement on the new card that we gathered. So whenever we move with yellow intent, we get to move X plus 1. So for every card we spend, we get to move an extra spot. I've not been making very good use of that because I've been spending 2 cards at once to move, and I need to stop doing that and just do 1 move at a time, or 1 card at a time. That way I can make use of that extra space. The dream we are starting is Splash in the Dark. So it's going to take 3 keys. So we're going to use 3 of our keys that we have here. This is just a $5 set of key charms from Walmart. But let's see, we can cure 1 distress or unseal 1 card. We only have 3 cards sealed, so we're going to cure the distress. We're going to take the 225 secret cards and tiles. So let's jump into our big box here. 225. Alright, so we're going to actually move our draw and discard down here where our slumber tiles go. And we're going to put our dream tiles up here on our slumber map. Reveal the 2 setup tiles, and then we have 2 more that go over here. Let's double check our signs and make sure we don't have any of these on the back here. I don't see any. C1, A4. Alright, so this is our setup. Reveal tile Z and spawn the Pearl Hunter. Assault 8 or Contact 8. Move the Pearl Hunter one space in any chosen direction. Add a morphine for blue and move him one space toward the closest pink spot. In the yellow, the basic action, if a dreamer is in a water space not bearing the current turn suit, resolve cold bath. Interesting. And then for red, each dreamer in range 2 or not in a water space suffers 1 distress. So for yellow, we don't want to be in water, and red we do. Interesting. We have a button to press down here. We've got some city icons. We've got darkness here. We've got city icons up here. Splash, gurgle, gurgle, screech. Take a close look at Pearl Hunter, reveal card D. There's a crate here. There's a crate there. And there's some barrels there. Okay. Reveal card J. Maybe this will help us figure out the cold bath. Nope. Opening crates. Active until the dream ends. 6 contact or 6 wrath. Check the crate you are on. Mark this crate with a purple token and roll the luck die. Depends on turn suit as to what happens. So let's put this one up here so we remember that. Turn deck of 12. Let's shuffle this. We'll put our first turn card. Introduction 535. I have allowed my iPad to crash again, the battery to die, so we're going to go back to our secrets book, and I will jot down the end code when we finish the gate so that it marks that we finished the dream. 535. A winding staircase leads dozens of meters down. We are already far away from the crumbling tenement houses on the surface, but still we feel their presence. Their decay reaches here. Remains of furniture and equipment, old rags, photos, toys, flown down pipes, like debris of abandoned life. There, deep underground, under the entire district, lives something that feeds on this decay, that feeds on forgetfulness, loneliness, doubt, and that catches especially rare pearls in this waste. It is a powerful being whose influence extends to the surface, that satisfies its hunger by reaching buildings further and farther away, destroying the lives of their inhabitants. We must face this being, discover the source of its power, and survive. Finally, we reach the bottom. The black slush floods all the brick corridors and underground halls like debris of abandoned life. Old furniture and abandoned appliances float around, flowing through pipes to the surface. The splash of water echoes in the dark, as if something below the surface was alive and just waiting for the next victim. Alright, so we need to spawn our Pearl Hunter. Let's make the Pearl Hunter this guy with the lantern. And he's going to spawn up here on the pink spot. We're going to put us and our kitty cat down here in the blue area. But let's see what our special rules are. The goal is drown the Pearl Hunter. That's rather violent. When the Pearl Hunter is on a crate with the current turn suit, resolve 935. Special rules. With the exception of the city spaces, every space on the Dreamscape is treated as a water space. Revealed tiles, overlay cards, and even empty board space without any card or tile. Whenever a Dreamer moves in a water space without any crate, immediately resolve Cold Bath. So here's Cold Bath. Seal a number of cards depending on the current turn suit. Alright, so we don't want to do this right now because we are in the club, which would seal 6 cards. Relocate your Dreamer to any space with a life buoy. So right now that's just this one. In spaces with crates, there can be only one Dreamer per crate. Dreamers may move through occupied crates. Jumping, if the cost is presented as X yellow, first decide how many yellow you want to spend, then resolve the effect. And then there's an out of turns script. Okay. So this will be interesting. So we need to drown the Pearl Hunter by putting him on a crate with a current turn suit. I don't see turn suits on these. Everything but the city spaces is water. So this is the only water here. This is the only water here, but then the rest of the map is also water. Alright, so we're going to put this up here where we can keep an eye on the Cold Bath. Okay, so I'm thinking the cat needs to be here with the buoy. And then we're going to start here. We're going to push this button. That's what I want to do to start. Let me find my starting hand. Here it is. Here's my starting hand. Alright, draw 4. This may look a little bit different than where we left off the first... Oh, it will look different than where we left off the first episode because of the missing footage. I apologize for that. If anyone is super interested in the Sky Dream or the School Dream, let me know and I will go through and do it again and re-record playing through a second time. I'll have to try and reset it to do that. So if you want to see those dreams, make a post in the comments down below. If I don't get any posts, I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so here's what we have. Everything is water except the city tile. So we're going to hold on to this for a minute. There's a lot of opportunities for this. I do want to read this 880 since we have this. We can spend this to gain 2 gems. If it's a diamond, we'll gain extras, so we want to hold that. Poison an entity, nobody's in range. Luck die to draw cards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can only draw 2 cards anyway. We could put up the Steam Bomb. Gain 5 Wrath. Add 3 for each charge on this card. Discard to stun an entity in range 2. I feel like there was another one we wanted to put up more. Okay, so we need a movement of 2 to get up there. We want to hold this to block a step on the turn card. How do we know what the turn suit is on these, though? Have we not gotten that rule, or am I missing something? Oh, crate without a turn. Seal. Choose the turn suit of any other crate in range 1. Dreamers cannot check crates that have a purple. Check the crate you're on. Mark this crate with purple. Okay. I'm going to say there's no turn suits at all. We're not going to worry about sealing. Alright, well, let's do this. I'm not going to worry about blocking anything yet. Let's use this to go 1 here. I'm going to put that over there because this is kind of sloped. And then I need to spend 2 red to press the button. So we're gonna do $7.95, press the button. This may be a bad idea, we'll see. We wipe the slime off the big red button. We push on it with all our might, and finally it gives up. Somewhere far away in the dark, we can hear the bubbling of water and the crunch of a mechanism. Something emerges. Among the faint reflections on the black surface, we can see several dark shapes. Reveal card A and B. Yeah, that might have been a bad idea. Alright, so here's card A, and here's card B. Oh. It's just parts of the dream. Okay. So we have C2 and C3. So C2 and C3. I feel like we can walk through here since it's touching. Here's some crates that have turn suits on them. So that's what we're looking for. Okay. So we're still on a city tile. Let's do the steam bomb to move 3. 1, 2, 3. We are on a crate. So let's open the crate. We find nothing. Okay, a 2. We have a 2 in the current turn. I wonder if we can open that one. I'm gonna say I can. It doesn't have a turn suit, but crate without a turn suit. Choose a turn suit of anything within create 1, or within range 1. So we're gonna go with a heart. A 2 on the heart is gain a key. Okay, well, that's alright. We'll gain a key. Let's see, gurgle, jump into the darkness, 188. I don't think we want to do that. We are on a water space, so let's do this. Alright, so that is number 880. Water, mother of all life, help me now, hear my call. She heard. The humming and gurgling, soft at first, gained strength. Drops rise into the air and turn into swirling streams of pure energy. I reach for them. Choose 1. Relocate to any water space, gain 4 gems, or cure 2 distress. So let's relocate to a water space. We're gonna do the morphine and the basic. We don't want to do the cold bath. So let's relocate here to C3 to the club card. And let's open this crate. Three. Draw 2 cards. So if we get to a pink space, we can gain a gem. Range 3 of the flying cat, we get 3 gems. We are not. We are range 4 of the flying cat. Okay. Shall we go ahead and open the diamond? Let's open the diamond. 2. For 2, we're going to gain an ether. And I need to be marking these. Blue, plain, green. Okay. Because remember, we can only open them once. I probably should not have rolled a second time on that one. What did I get for it? I got the key for it. we're gonna mulligan that because I should not have been able to open this one a second time, and that's where we got a key. So we're gonna get rid of the key we got. So we're not cheating. All right, so we're in a spot with our crate. Do we want to go ahead and jump into the darkness? We can spend however much yellow we would like. We sealed this to resolve 880. Okay, so that's going to be useful to us every time it comes up, but it's sealed now. But that's good to know for water dreams. I don't want to... Well, I guess I could move over here and open this one. But I feel like maybe we should jump into the darkness while we're here. $188. Probably I should decide how many to spend. Let's wait for a minute and let's go ahead and end our turn for now. He's on the closest pink, so we're gonna add a morphine for him. Our morphines are over here off screen already mixed up. So his morphine is +2 movement, which is fine. He's not gonna do any kind of roll movement, so those are good to get. And then the basic effect, Dreamers in water not burying the current suit. It is burying the current suit because it has the club, so we don't worry about that. We don't worry about rolling. So that is the end of the turn. It is another club suit. We're going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is our hand limit here. There's our assassin. Alright, so I want to get our assassin up here. Oh, he needs 5 yellow. We're not going to get him up yet. He needs 4 green. I can flip the assistant, pay a gem. Okay, we're not going to worry about putting them up yet. We have all our hours. We could take a distress to gain 3 wrath if we need to. We are going to move 1. With this. We're going to use our rich friend. We were going to do that. We weren't going to move yet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I want to do at least 1 more. Let's do a gem. Let's do 6. I feel like we probably need to spend quite a bit to jump off this abyss. Let's spend 6. Why not? Let's be fancy about it. Okay, 188. We feel very insecure. It's hard to see anything in the dark, and we know that everything around us is flooded with black slush. We don't even know how deep it can be. We take a short run and jump into the dark with prayers in our hearts. How much did you spend? There's a 0 to 4, a 5, and a 6 or more. So we spent 6, so that is 807. So that's good we didn't spend more, but I'm kind of glad we spent 6 because I feel like it's probably a bad, okay, and a good. Let's see. We fall on a crate floating on the surface and we splash water all around while trying to stay on it. After a while, we manage to maintain our balance. Phew, okay. We're standing on something stable. Reveal card C if it's not revealed yet. Relocate to any crate on C4. Okay. So card C is C4. All right. Oh, another jump into the darkness. All right. Well, let's try the, where's my dice here? Let's try to open the heart crate. We got a 3. So the heart crate is going to gain us 2 ether. We need cards. 1 ether. Sorry, 1 ether. It would be 2 cards. We're flush on ether. I don't really want to jump into the abyss again, or jump into the darkness again with only 1 yellow available and only 1 gem. I feel like that's a bad idea, yeah? I feel like that's a bad idea. Let's come over here. Okay, so we opened this heart. Let's open this crate. That's an X, so we're not going to get anything for that one. I feel like we have 2 basics, so we either need to not be in water or we need to be in a green water. So let's spend a gem to take ourselves to the kitty cat, where we can then use our rich friend to gain 3 gems. So we spent 1 to move, and we're gonna gain 3 back. And now we have a bunch of green here. So I can put the assistant out, and then I can flip it to put something else out later. Don't need turns. Current turn suit. That has to be done in a water space. Alright, so let's use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, before we do the assistant, we have 5 cards. We're going to draw 4. Our hand limit is 9. Let's go ahead and end our turn here. We're in non-water because of the city mark right here. So the roll we don't care about. Basic doesn't affect us. Basic doesn't affect us. So we're going to turn this. We're now in the heart turn suit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to figure out how to get him to a turn suit space. I've got a bunch of yellow. Okay, so now let's put our assistant up. That takes 4 green. So let's use these 2. Catch your breath. Let's put our assistant up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's use our warm neck, cold paws. In range 3 of the flying cat, draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We got our 2 friends, Box Knight and Locker. I don't think either of those is going to help us in this dream, so we're good. Okay, so we pressed the button that relocates us to any space. We want to be opening these. So let's go Eternal Riddle for 2 + 1. Let's open this one. We get nothing. Then let's come back here. And we're gonna spend 1 to get there. We're gonna roll. All right, heart. 2, that's gain a key. Okay. And then we have the blue one. Is nothing. Oh no, the blue one is suffer a distress. So we have 1 distress from that. Alright, we are here on a water spot with our current turn suit. The heart with a little squeak. That's going to negate the basic. We do need a morphine. This morphine so anytime we get a blue now, the morphine is add 1 distress for his morphine. So anytime we get 1 now, we'll add a distress. That one kind of sucks. Alright, so we got to figure out how to do that. Probably we need to do this relocate to any water and maybe reveal card D. We don't have very much yellow. We're in the heart suit. So we could gain wrath equal to the number of distress. We could draw some cards. We still haven't come over here to do this. We can move 3. So we'll do this card to move 2. We'll do run to live to move 1 and be here. We could roll the luck die to draw some cards and try and do this. Or we could just wait and draw the 4. Let's just wait and draw the 4. Oh, I didn't draw after we did the morphine and I didn't draw. I didn't draw my new hand. Goodness, there we go. Now we've got stuff. 2, 3. I feel like we did well with the higher numbers. So let's spend a gem. 7-11, so we're spending 5. Alright, if we spend 3 or more, another risky leap into the dark. This method of moving gives me the creeps. How much did you spend? 3 or more, reveal tile X if it's not revealed, then relocate to C4, either in the space with the crate or in the one with the life buoy. We wonder if it's always a matter of jumping as far as possible. After all, you could miss something valuable that was close to you. I mean, we did all the crates. But keep that in mind for the future. So we need card X. Card X or tile X? 7-11. Tile X. Oh, sorry, dude. Alright, tile X. And we need to do our turn. So the next suit is a spade. And we have a special effect. We have no morphine. That's good. So tile X is C4. We already did this crate. There's a button to push. We're going to relocate to the spot with the buoy. So we need to get up here to push the button. Five, 6, 7. Let's roll our luck die to try and draw some cards. 3. We can draw 3 cards. So we used him to draw our 3 cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Stairs are not going to be useful to us right now, I don't think. Although I guess there's some there, but it's not marked with a staircase. So we need to move 2. So I'm going to use so many possibilities to move up here. We're going to resolve the sanctuary ability and get our run to live back. I'm going to use this card for 1 green, and it doubles the green amount for this turn. So that gives us our 2 to push the button, 421. We are flush on green right now. 421. A similar mechanism like the one we started at the beginning, a metal chest and a big red button, was built into the sharp and wet rocks of the cave. We know what to do already. After a bit of effort, we press the button. This time, the grinding of underground mechanisms is much louder and carries very far. The loud howl of a mighty beast responds to it. Reveal card G. Alright, so card G. Hopefully another map. Yes, but it's way far away. A1. So we can use the light or check the floating debris. How do we get to card G? Back here, this first button relocated us. Did that relocate us? 421. No, it just said to reveal it. Okay. So A1 goes right there. We have a spade turn suit. We're not in water. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could spend a gem to return to the cat. Use the stairs to push the button. We didn't have to mark that off, right? On 795. Oh, but that's not what relocated us. What relocated us? Oh, the jump into the darkness relocated us. I think I need to be blocking these. Because the buttons just pull out new cards. Okay. That would put us on a spade up there. And also a city. Okay. Check the floating debris. I don't want us to get stuck up there. I could go ahead and move him to get him closer this way. Because this one gives me 1, 2, 3. And he takes 8 to move. 3, 4, 5. 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8 with a gem. And we can go ahead and start him this direction, because I know he's going to have to come this way. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do that yet. We need to know where we're going. we need to know where we're going because morphine is just going to move him back again. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's do this to go to a stairs space. We're in a city tile, so it won't matter. For free, we can check the floating debris, 291. And now we can draw all of our cards up when it's time. The lighthouse has long been abandoned, but its mechanism still works, and the light constantly attacks the darkness. Below, we see the remains of a raft floating on the surface of the black water, chained to a rusty structure. The raft is rotten, leaky, but it still could be used for sailing. How to open this big padlock? You may discard one key or gem to reveal card H. Well, we're going to get rid of a key. To reveal card H, because I feel like we're going to need our gems. And we only have 2 of them. So card H, floating debris. Active until the dream ends. From now on, dreamers may sail through waters. At any time, each dreamer may place one story token on their dreamer board. Now this dreamer is on some floating debris. They may move through water spaces by spending wrath instead of yellow movement. Each time a dreamer moves more than 2 spaces in a single action, they roll a luck die. For an X, they discard the story token and resolve the cold bath. If any card or tile is revealed in the space with a dreamer on a floating debris, this dreamer resolves cold bath. Okay. So we can do that. So we can move through those spaces now. So we can move through all of this. I want to... Oh, we just moved out of the water. There's no water on this spot. Alright, so we're going to block the special effect with that card because that's the one where we have to be in water. And I don't want to take the distress. We don't have any yellow to move up to the lighthouse, but that's what I really want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 cards, so let's do our turn. The basic effect, we're not in water. Not moving. Okay, so this is going to get discarded. We're going to do a turn. We may need our hours. I've said that a few times that I thought we might need our hours, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have to reshuffle here in a minute. We've gone through quite a few cards here. So the delta phase we don't care about. We can seal to gain more of anything. We have uncatchable. Alright, so let's spend 1 on hesitation to go up here and read 39. The beast, which hides somewhere in the darkness, hits the water every minute, causing powerful waves. We think this is its way of hunting, so it must have already sensed a potential prey. One thing is certain, it avoids light like fire. Let's try to move the beacon headlamp and hit the creature with a ray of light. Dreamers on A1 may seal a total of player number of cards to discard 1 morphine. Okay, so let's seal a card to get rid of that distress morphine, because I don't like that. We don't want to do that. Okay, was that the only thing? 39? Yes. Okay. Alright, so let's get a story token. I don't have my dreamer board out, so we're just going to put it on the mask here. And we will be on floating debris. And we can spend wrath. So there's 2. This one will get us 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let's spin this one to get 3 wrath. So there's 1, 2, and 3 to get off the floating debris. We have 6 cards here, so we're going to spend 3 green. Let's seal this card to get 3 green. And we're going to reveal card D. Powerful Light. Active until the dream ends. Each time you discard any morphine in any way, move the Pearl Hunter 1 space in the chosen direction. Okay. Oh, I didn't ever move him back before. He should still be there. Because I didn't spend the stuff. I should have waited. Except we wouldn't have had that card yet. So how do we get him to a crate with a turn suit? Oh, I didn't mark. I did this one and didn't mark it. I can come down here and open this crate. Is there another Screech? Gurgle, gurgle. Alright, well, let's do uncatchable. We're going to open a crate. We get nothing. We're going to get a morphine. So let's get rid of our box knight friend to go here. Let's use our blue box to draw 2 cards. Alright. Let's come back here to the light. 1 + 1. Alright. Okay. We're down to 4 cards. We're on a city spot in the right turn, so we're not going to get that. Alright, so we're going to get a morphine. So it's another roll thing we don't really care about. The special effect, we are not in water. Okay, so we are good on that. So let's do our turn card. And now we're in diamonds. So we're going to draw our 4 cards. We're going to have to gain a distress to shuffle our deck because we don't have any cards left. I need to go back and reread these scripts and make sure I didn't miss something for E and F. I don't see anything specific on the tiles. Alright. Okay, so I think our issue is this 188. We did the long one, but there's 2 other options on 188 for doing less. So I think we need to go do that again. So let's draw our 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And we have some kitty cats here. So let's go to the cat with a gem. Oh, first we were gonna do 39, which is use the light, which lets us get rid of a morphine. And anytime we get rid of a morphine, we move our guy. Okay, then we use the gem to go to the cat. We are going to use our cat to get 3 gems, and our cat to move our guy. And then we're going to use our cat to draw 3 cards. So we're at 5. 1, 2, 3 puts us at 8. So we need to hold that. We need to get to 188. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're here. Well, now we don't need that because we used. Let's save our cat gem because we're here on a blue suit, and that's gonna get us 3 plus green of gems. So that's gonna get us 5 gems instead of 3. So we're gonna do this card instead of the cat, and we'll save him for later. So we want to save those. All right, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Okay, I think we're going to try the closest spot this time instead of the furthest. So we're not going to spend any. We can spend any amount that we want from 0 to anything. We're actually going to spend 0 and just see how it goes, and hopefully I don't kill us. So the storyline again, we feel very insecure. It's hard to see anything in the dark. And we know that everything around is flooded with black slush. We don't even know how deep it can be there. We take a short run and jump into the dark with prayers in our hearts. Spend 0 to 4, we go to 264. I don't know if we should have known that or not, that we could spend 0, but we already read the 1, so we do, and I feel like that's okay. We jump, but it's not far enough. Resolve cold bath. That sucks. Was it a mistake though? Sometimes you have to take a step back in order to take 2 steps forward. When we fall, we see something nearby. Reveal card E. Okay, so we're gonna do our first cold bath, but we also get card E. We knew that we wanted to go somewhere closer because that one card told us that we may be missing something close. So that's why I felt okay doing that. So cold bath. Current turn suit is diamond. Oh goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4 to seal. We are starting to get kind of a stack under there. What is card E? Oh good. We have a crate for B4. Okay. So the cold bath, we seal a number of cards, resolve, relocate our dreamer to any space with a life buoy. I feel like let's go back here to the cat now that we've done that. Okay, so now we don't need to use that, but we're within 3 of a flying cat. We can do 8 from the cat for the hateful mushroom and move him 1. And then we need 8 green. 2, 4. We're in diamond, so we could gain 2 gems. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're gonna spend, oh, we don't need to do that. Our pleasant burden gives us 8 contact, because we're within range 3 of the flying cat. So we're gonna move him here. So he is now on a space that matches the turn suit. When the Pearl Hunter is on a crate with the current turn suit, he is resolve 935. Okay, so this is either victory or it's gonna suck and bring out new entities. 935, we're successful. Our trap works. The Water Lord falls into the slush and begins to drown, yelling out in fear. It's weird. Is it afraid of its own domain? Try to help it. Each dreamer steals 3 cards to resolve 11. Is it a good idea, though? Let it drown, 582. Oh my. So do we want to help it, or do we want to let it drown? I don't know if it's a good idea to help it or not. Do I want to seal 3 cards is the question. I mean, I feel like the whole goal of the dream is to drown the Pearl Hunter. I mean, it's crying and asking for help. So my human side wants to help it. But the goal of the dream is telling me to let it drown. I'm having a moral dilemma, guys. I'm gonna help it. I'm gonna help it. Alright, so that was... I just closed the book, too. I'm gonna help it. So, 935. Try to help it. Seal 3 cards to resolve 11. Alright. 1, 2, 3 cards to seal. Alright, number 11. No one is simply a beast. Nothing is black and white. No one is born a devil, but it's very easy to become one in the middle of things. There's hardly any way back for this creature. As soon as the creature crawls on top of the crate, it drifts away into the darkness. Maybe it won't come back to this place anymore. But it has to feed on something. It'll find a new place, a new district, where it will live and with time turn into ruin, destroying the life around it. It's difficult to say whether or not we feel better about helping it. If everything was so simple, there would be no evil in the world. Everyone wants to be the best in their own eyes and believes they are right and others are wrong. Resolve 309. So let's find 309. So maybe that was the right thing to do. 309. The beast is gone. Is it for good, though? We'll see. It is disturbing that the being full of hate, rage, and doubt hold the greatest power over the rules of the dream worlds. It is as if unbelief was the source of their stability. Is this the secret of our lost world? A powerful common lack of faith that transforms dreams into what we call reality? That would mean that hell is eternal and the world is fleeting. How big would the unbelief have to be to cover everything that exists? Black water stirs. We see vortices and powerful waves. This is no longer an ordinary black slush. It is something more. We must get out of here as soon as possible, but where? One of the side quarters, most cluttered with garbage, radiates a colorful glow. We hear some hubbub and music coming from there, which does not bode well. Victory. Each dreamer gains an ether, and we can cure 2 distress or unseal 2 cards. I feel like we need to cure the distress because we can unseal the cards when we hit our delta phase, which at most is 3 slumbers away. So let's get our ether. We have a bunch of gems left from that. That ended sooner. These seem like they're shorter dreams. all 4 of them, even the 2 that aren't on camera, have all seemed like shorter dreams, like maybe an hour. You may discard 1 gem to gain card I, the boat. Let's do that. We have all the gems in our possession right now, so let's do that. And we'll gain card I, the boat. It's an item. So on water spaces, we can seal 1 card to relocate our dreamer to any other water space. Okay. And that's an item, so we'll put that in the item deck. Restore 3 shopping cards, discard the dreamscape, and all items of this dream that you did not gain to the item market. Remove game cards and tiles of this dream, except we already added to our decks, as well as the dream gate tile for this dream. So we're going to discard all of our stuff here. We'll put those away in a minute. Okay, so all of our cards and tiles. Okay, so we had 1 card and 1 tile we didn't get to. Gain 240G and 240K Dreamgate tiles. Reveal the starting slumber map. Place the dreamers on the blue spaces and you're back on the dream world. Okay, so that is it for Splash in the Dark. So we did have, spoiler alert, this tile we did not ever get to, which is check inscriptions, talk to the fisherman, and press another button. And then we had 1 tile we didn't get to, which was the cobbled bridge. So we could have checked the bridge. Alright, so I need to write down that I did 582, no, we did 935, and then that I saved the guy in order to get through to the end of the dream. These all go in the get rid of it section. And then let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Let's get rid of this one too. I have 4 cards in my hand right now. $309 is where we were. What are the tiles that we're getting? 240G and K. Alright, so we're gonna get 240 G and K. There are actually only 3 more gates left to discover. So not only are the dreams shorter in this campaign, but the campaign I think is shorter as well. 2, 3. Because we have 3 more over here plus these 2. So we just got Ocean Legends from Echo District and All Shades of Filth for in the Insomnia District. Alright. Oh, these get discarded as well. They're part of the dreamscape. These were sealed. So my sealed stack here is starting to get kind of large. We did not bring our penguin friend out. We didn't use those guys. I'm gonna put these purple markers back. So we're gonna reshuffle the morphines. And we are back on our Dream World map. Let's look at our hand of 4 here. Let's see. Where we want to go and where we want to end up here. I'm gonna move our progress cards. We know all these are out, so I'm gonna put those kind of sideways here. We can't do the end or the beginning because that requires silver keys. We're not going to return to anything until we've done everything else. We still only have 1 silver key and we only have 7 gates left. So we have to be getting silver keys at some of these. We have to. Okay. So Insomnia, Metropolis, Insomnia, and Echo. How many keys do we have? We have 2. All of them are 2 keys except for today's Play Life. So let's put that one over to the side for now. We could go ahead and come out in one of these locations and just go straight into another dream. But I want to restore an item first. Which one lets me restore an item? Sanctuary. So we want to come out on a sanctuary. We need Echo or Insomnia. So I'm going to pull this down a little bit so you guys can see it better. So Echo is up here. Sanctuary, Fate, Dreamgate, Insomnia does not have a sanctuary. Is there a way to get to it? Here's a sanctuary and 2 fates. So do we want to do sanctuary and 2 fates or sanctuary and 1? I feel like we just want to do 1. What do you think? I'm asking like you're here. I think I just want to do 1. So let's come out here on this sanctuary. Let's restore our item because I like that draw a card item. Do I feel like we're going to need a boat in any of these? Ocean Legends. And that's the one in Echo. So let's do, instead of unflipping cards, let's use our boat for our item. So we can relocate. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. That was a splash in the dark. Next time we're gonna come to Ocean Legends. Once again, I apologize for deleting the footage of the Sky Dream and the School Dream. If you would like to see those, please put a comment down below and I will try to get those replayed and re-recorded towards the end of the campaign, so you can watch those 2 dreams as well. If there's not any interest in it, I'm not going to replay them. They were about an hour long each, so it wasn't bad, but I'm gonna have to reset both dreams in order to replay them. So if someone wants me to do that, I absolutely will. If no one comments or has interest in it, we're gonna let it go. So far, I'm enjoying the Balthazar campaign, the second campaign in the core box. I'm liking that the dreams are shorter. They're not taking quite as long to get through, so my play sessions can be a little bit shorter. I'm actually liking that because I can do them, you know, at the end of the day when I get off work, whatever. So that's nice. They seem to be very well put together. They're all still very unique. I think there is a spider one again, which I'm not super happy about. I'm hoping that one doesn't have a key in it, and maybe I can just not do it. I don't like spiders, and I don't like the spider dreams. but we'll see. My goal for this campaign is to put up a video for the Etherfields core campaign part 2, the Balthazar campaign, once a week is my goal. It may end up being once every 2 weeks. We do go back to school here in a couple weeks, so I will have to start back to work again. So it may end up being every 2 weeks once that happens. In the meantime, please give a like and subscribe. Go check out the Co-op for 2 channel to see the original first campaign in the core box from start to finish. Leave me some comments. Let me know how you feel about the campaign so far in the 2 dreams you have seen. Be safe, make good choices, and live your best life. See you next time.